Welcome to Christian Nutrition, the show where we review every single episode of VeggieTales chronologically. And by we, I mean just me.
Who are you?
Your wife?
Oh, that explains a lot. Today we are reviewing the second VeggieTales movie, The Pirates Who Don't Do Anything. And apparently I've been hijacked. The show has now become some sort of CN Movies Christian Nutrition hybrid episode.
I just thought it'd be fun.
Yeah, well, you're a witch.
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife.
Okay, that's what they try to tell me. This movie was released in January of 2008 and is basically based on the 90s silly song.
It's like one of the best songs.
The one silly song to rule them all. I will say though, I'm not sure how the pirates are going to carry their own hour-and-a-half long movie. Sure, they were a good part of Jonah, but they're not gonna. There's no way.
They're like the best part.
There's no way they can carry their own movie for an hour and a half.
It'll be really good, trust me.
I highly doubt it. It feels like you have not watched a VeggieTales episode in a while. And let me explain this era of VeggieTales. They'll make a gem of an episode, 2 average episodes, and then a clunker. Jonah was a gem. This is either gonna be average or a clunker. I'm just saying. The law of averages says that this should be a clunker or just an average movie.
I'm sure it'll be good.
Nothing will be as good as Jonah.
Okay, but this review is not about Jonah.
We should just do a second review of Jonah.
I have faith in Big Idea and Phil Vischer.
Phil Vischer. You really don't watch these episodes, do you?
Yes.
No, you don't, because you would know that Phil Vischer does not own VeggieTales anymore and hasn't owned them since 2004. Well, anyways, jokes aside, let's review Pirates Who Don't Do Anything, the movie. Ah, a period piece. These are never box office flops.
Your mom was a box office flop.
What does that even mean?
Phil Vischer really did want this to be Disney. He's like copying the Pirates of the Caribbean right now.
I just explained that Phil Vischer is not in charge of Big Idea. Do you not listen to me?
Stop the review. What do you mean Phil Vischer is not in charge?
I just explained this. Phil Vischer hasn't been in charge of Big Idea since 2004. They went bankrupt and had to sell the company. Mostly because Jonah was a flop and because they kept growing the company and making episodes and weren't making more money and the company wasn't growing and my life ended, essentially, in 2004. Hence the show that shall not be named. We see some guy named Prince Alexander have his ship get overtaken by his Uncle Robert. An intimidating name, to be sure. Just look at him. His evil attire screams Robert. Prince Alexander lies to Robert about the princess he is seeking being on board. Fighting and lying to start off a kid's film. Yay! The princess and Archibald then pull out.
What is it?
It's from my father.
Wait, is that the golden snitch from Harry Potter?
He said I was to use it only in the gravest of circumstances. We need help. Alexander has been taken.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Now I remember why I love you.
Please bring back... Let me see. What do we need?
The army! The navy!
Heroes.
Hero? I am that. I am that hero!
There's no hero quite like Larry Boy.
The golden snitch then somehow escapes the ship and cues the movie's title card and credits. And now we're hundreds of years later in the present. Has the situation resolved itself? What's going on anymore?
Shut up! Nobody wants to hear you ranting like Archibald. You did enough of that in earlier reviews.
Who let you on the show? Seriously.
It's Spanish gold for all tonight. For king and country now we fight. Our shirts are loose, our pants are tight. It's Spanish gold for all tonight.
I hope you all were impressed by that musical number, because it was pushed as the big single of this movie. And I'm not impressed.
Where is he?
For the flower of all gourds.
Refill!
I'm telling you, this job will be the death of me.
But you're going to keep at it, so you don't end up back in your parents' basement.
So is Phil Vischer still doing most of the voices? Because it sounds like he is.
Oh yeah, he's still doing most of the voices. He's just not in charge anymore. He's basically slave labor for the voices. Because could you imagine this movie without Phil Vischer's voices? That would be way off. It would be just the Larry Show.
I like your toy.
It's not a toy, it's a labor-saving device.
Sweetie, how about having your little car fetch me some barbecue sauce?
It's in the back room. Out of range.
Makes sense. Car toys can only go so far.
How about you fetch me some barbecue sauce?
It's in the back room. Out of range.
They really are living up to their name right now.
What do you mean?
They're the pirates who don't do anything.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Elliot, would you run to the back room and get some barbecue sauce for my new friend Ellen?
The back room is real dark.
And?
It's on my list.
It is really far away. I got your back, Larry.
And yet you're wearing the Bob shirt.
Thanks. Thanks. Really just stabbed me in the back.
Cool! Did you see Sir Frederick? He's a hero!
Refill!
Coming.
Hello, darkness, my old friend time?
Only if it's disturbed.
You have some mental health issues. You
The
need...
band disturbed?
Oh, that makes more sense. Cue the music.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
The pirates then talk about being in the show themselves. Larry thinks he's a shoo-in, and him and Mr. Lunt harass Pa Grape about being in the show too. Then some mysterious random blind vegetable tells the pirates that adventure awaits.
Please?
Okay, go ahead.
It's time to go. Adventure awaits. I'm off on a hero's journey. Outward adventure lies on a quest the poets will sing about.
What was that about? And why would a blind guy come to a dinner theater anyway?
Yeah, why would a blind vegetable go to a dinner theater? That doesn't make any sense.
Maybe he likes the music.
Maybe he likes the music.
Hey, I just said that.
I know, welcome to my world. They're constantly stealing my lines. Illuminati confirmed. The pirates then decide to audition for the dinner show, which they of course screw up. How? I have no idea. Mr. Nezzer is not impressed and fires them all. Oh, by the way, I lost count a long time ago, but here's yet another business that Mr. Nezzer owns. How much money do you think he possibly has?
See, you didn't rant and your question was answered.
No. How did the golden snitch last this long? How to get from the bottom of the ocean to Larry? See, there's just so many more questions. I just tried to hold them back and press on.
Uh-oh.
I told you it was a bomb. Chuck it in the river. I don't think it's a bomb.
I think it's a bomb.
Come on.
It's a bomb. It's a bomb for sure. I saw this on TV once.
It is definitely a bomb. I'm sure of it.
In a kids G-rated movie.
What happened? It stopped blinking.
I pushed the button.
You did what?
We're all doomed!
Even I don't know what's going on right now.
No one ever does.
Hey, we could have 2 rowboats.
Wait!
I can't even right now.
I'm thinking we should avoid pushing any more buttons!
That sounds like a solid plan. Mr. Lunt should be in charge.
We appear to be at sea.
It's a lovely day.
Nor can I odd.
What?
Earlier I said I can't even, and now I'm saying I can't odd.
So it took you that long to respond to your own question?
Shut up, Richard.
You have derailed.
Shut up, Richard.
It's a goyle! Ahoy there!
Ahoy, strange seafarers! The heroes! They're here!
Hero? I am that. I am that hero!
There's no hero quite like Larry Boy.
Will you please stop doing that?
Okay.
Pirates have taken my brother, Prince Alexander. With my father, the king, away in the west, it is imperative that we mount a rescue immediately.
A hero for her brother? She really doesn't know who's supposed to come and help her, does she?
These men hardly seem the heroic type. They're short, rather pudgy, and for heaven's sake, they were rowing around the ocean.
Archibald's logic is flawless.
Finally, we agree on something.
Or we take this opportunity to do what we've always wanted to do.
Buy go-karts?
I don't know. Mr. Lunt's logic seems pretty flawless, too.
What would they do with go-karts in the middle of the ocean in the 17th century?
I don't know.
You're killing me, Smalls.
The pirates who don't do anything decide to lie and say that they are heroes, as they view this as their one chance to finally be the heroes that they had only dreamed about. After the mess they made singing Spanish Gold, this is a bad idea. Archibald then tells Pa Grape in private that he knows that they are not heroes and in fact they're buffoons. His words, not mine. The pirates who don't do anything then get attacked by real pirates. One-Eyed Louie, to be exact.
For the bathroom. Oh, how quaint! The princess has a powder room. Locked. All right. Where's the key?
I love how Mr. Lunt right now is looking for the bathroom while under attack.
Yeah, and he also tried to go in the powder room, which he thought was the bathroom.
What do you think he would do in the powder room if he got in there?
I don't know.
Here, key. Oh, look, there you are. On a big ring, just like at the gas station.
How do you possibly review a VeggieTales episode every other week with logic like this?
It's nonsensical. I've learned to accept it. It's my life.
That's scary. Mr. Lunt then tries to get the quote-unquote key to the powder room and actually fires a cannon at the real pirates. If you just said, oh no, then welcome to my world. The cannonball actually manages to bounce off 2 rocks and bounce off the pirate sails, causing them to wreck. The physics here are too much for me to handle. Larry then announces how they have found an inn, aka a place to sleep and get some grub.
You'll need to befriend a group of pirates. Then ask them about the owner of this cutlass.
You want Pa Grape to befriend a group of pirates. This should be good.
Grab your root beer, hold it high, whack your shipmate in the eye, yank his hair and break his nose, watch your back, it's Jolly Joe. Grab your root beer, hold it high.
Are these pirates singing right now?
Yes, this is VeggieTales. Literally everyone sings.
Swing your shipmate promenade, smack him with a rusty blade, spin around and do-si-do, watch your step, it's Jolly Joe.
Though the songs are not typically this dark.
Arg! 'Twas a fine day at sea today. Took a 12-gun brigantine and 10,000 pieces of 8.
Mr. Lunt has been watching one too many pirate movies.
Well, we took an 18-gun sloop and 20,000 pieces of 8.
Aye, but did you show no mercy?
Not a bit.
Were you cruel and unusual?
The cruelest.
Or maybe he does know what he's talking about.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, me too.
Have any of you seen this? Is that a yes or a no?
And now he screwed it all. Good job, Mr. Lunt. Good job.
I'm pretty sure the cutlass of Robert scared everyone.
The name Robert shouldn't be scaring anyone.
The cutlass belongs to Robert. Robert the Terrible.
Oh, so spooky.
I'm Robert the Terrible!
Stop it, you're scaring me! The bartender and Madame Blueberry talk to the pirates about how bad Robert is. They tell them how he has a fortress in a secret location. Apparently, Robert wants to kidnap both kids of the king so he can reclaim the throne that his brother, who is the king, has. The pirates try to wuss out, and the princess convinces them not to. Well, actually, she tells them the golden snitch won't send them back to their time until they help her. Archibald tells the pirates how he thinks there is something suspicious about the rocks of Malabar, since they were told an island is there, but the map says there isn't one. They then cue a terrible musical number where the pirates decide to slack off.
Yo, the pirates do, but we're bringing you yo-ho heroes. Standing in the gap, where'd you put the toys? Time to take a nap, yo-ho heroes.
The music here just doesn't fit.
I agree. I don't think there should be any song in VeggieTales unless it's sung by a character.
Yeah, it just feels out of place. It doesn't make any sense.
The rocks of Malabar.
Well, that's it. No island around here. Time to go home.
We are the pirates who don't do anything.
And that was The Pirates Who Don't Do Anything, the movie. Thank you for watching.
Don't you dare do another fake out movie ending.
Fine, fun sucker.
The pirates then encounter a whirlpool, which Archibald explains how he thought it was a mere pirate legend, but apparently it's real. Very real.
Might be a giant whirlpool, might not be. Let's hold our course.
This is so scary right now. And that is the end of our first part of this review for The Pirates Who Don't Do Anything, the movie. Stay tuned as next week we review the last half of this movie and review an extra goodie as well.
You just had to end it on a cliffhanger, didn't you?
I did. Remember, God made you special.
And he loves you very much.
Bye.